if you look at this time to optimum productivity, what is important for this is, for example, continuous exposure to development, right? Do I, in my first months, really have enough exposure to people from different teams? Yeah, so does newbie as a persona, yeah, because we talk about personas. So let's say we have 10 people joining the company, and let's say we want to see if they have this proper exposure, right, to the network, network size, network diversity.
And of course, we analyze data as a cohort. So we take all those 10 people together and just describe the results on a cohort level, group level.
Okay, I'm just answering that we will. Thank you. All right, now let's look at performance and productivity scores. So this is really, really interesting. Yeah, only through collection of data from different, like, so emails, let's say Slack, maybe a different project app such as Jira, right, Trello, whatever you use, Monday, in your organization, you can really see how, if we strike that happy balance between deep work time versus collaboration, and I'd say very often collaboration overload. So unproductive meetings, meaning too many people in a meeting, or overlapping meetings, right? Mass emails, chat communication overload. Then you have some other examples here, like context switching. But let's say we can see whether you are in, like, let's say a group of people, they are in meetings, and at the same time they write Slack messages. So something's wrong here. Either a meeting is not necessary, or, you know, maybe there is too much of a workload on people, and something's to be fixed. Yeah, something's to be redesigned, most likely. Yeah.
And what we observe in data, we observe really highly overloaded leaders, people leaders, and leaders of leaders in companies. So they really don't have time for deep work, as they have meetings booked for more than 35 hours per week. So that's the description of experience, for example, within this group.
Yes, yes. Thank you for mentioning that. We actually, this skyrocketed, actually. People leaders were so, you know, we worked on really big data, and Anita will tell you and show you a couple of graphs later on, like samples from my clients. It really skyrocketed in COVID times, and we were really also very happy to see how it can be tweaked, how it can be adjusted once people leaders also are aware of what is happening, and they can influence those work habits. Yeah, but that will come later, the examples, right? All right, average time to promotion. Yeah, it can be complemented by some data, such data as the so-called lifting interactions. So lifting interactions is the exposure to the contacts, the number of contacts with people higher up in the hierarchy level. Yeah, so it's like more senior people. Yeah, then it's also continuous exposure to peer-to-peer development. Do we see that there is something more than just status meetings in our calendars? Do we have enough of longer either team bonding or team exchange, knowledge exchange meetings? Yes, this is something we can see. Yes, thanks to that data, and also is very, very helpful. All right, engagement score. Yes, so, and perceived, if your employee value proposition, of course, a lot can be grouped in that bucket. But what we can actually complement it with is, for example, connection with the leader and the team. So again, the number, and if it's too many or enough of team and leader meetings, right? Then again, is it maybe I'm too overwhelmed and I have no time for deep work, so I will become disengaged. I don't want to be working for that company because I'm close to burnout, right? Then it's also, people tend to leave companies, of course, when they don't have enough learning opportunities, development opportunities. So we can see, okay, do they have enough exposure to peer-to-peer development, but also, do they have work-life harmony? Yes, so is it common that they send emails late in the afternoon, and their work day basically has no kind of unplugging time? Yeah, they are not unplugged in the afternoon, but they fire their first email 8 a.m. in the morning and their last email 8 p.m. in the evening. So this is also very, very valuable. Okay, employee net promoter score. Yes, well, this actually here, I think we can be so much, and we can cross-analyze it with so many things that I will maybe not mention the examples, but really a lot, depending on what you really want to zoom in on. But let's look at the turnover and average tenure of leavers. And of course, again, as you can see, we can have a lot here. And I'm actually now seeing that it's covered. Okay, like work-life harmony is the first one that I would mention. So of course, the aforementioned workday length, meetings and emails after working hours, because this is usually, yeah, the burnout is one of the most common reasons for people now to look elsewhere, next to a lack of flexibility, autonomy, and lack of opportunity for development. Right.
And once again, what you are describing with those data, you are describing the experience, work experience of a typical member of a team or typical member of a cohort. You are not describing the individual
Yes.
experiences.